जयधारी माँ मम्मी।
जयधारी माँ।
जयधारी माँ मम्मी। हमारी ऑडियंसेस को जयधारी माँ। आज मकर संक्रांति का दिन है, बहुत शुभ दिन है, ऑस्पिशियस बिगिनिंग्स का बहुत पवित्र दिन है। उस ऑस्पिशियसनेस को, शुभता को आपके सबके साथ बांटेंगे आज वेबसाइट लॉन्च है ऑफ अ मैसिव जर्नी, ऑफ अ जर्नी ऑफ ग्रेस एंड ग्रिट। एक जर्नी की वेबसाइट लॉन्च है, एक यात्रा की वेबसाइट लॉन्च है। हर पल मेहनत में बीता है, हर पल खूब ईमानदारी में बीता है। उसकी झलके देखेंगे आप, अनुभव है, उसको एक्सपीरियंस कीजिए, उसके पीछे की मेहनत को महसूस कीजिए। एंड वी आर प्रेइंग कि हमारी वेबसाइट से खूब आपको प्रेरणा मिले। It was a very blessed moment. I surrendered the moment at my Dharima's feet when I got a call कि आप इसको लॉन्च करें, इस वेबसाइट को लॉन्च करें। I surrendered that moment at Dharima's feet because my me is my Dharima. So, Mummy, a few words from you before we launch your website.
Beti, I want to thank you all because you all got together to revive my almost dormant website. For last 7 years, 5 years I spent in Pondicherry working there, and I did not have a moment spare to myself. But I want to thank you all that you all got together to revive kiranbedi.com. And I want to thank Monica Dhawan, who is the director of India Vision Foundation, who in fact wanted you to inaugurate as my daughter to inaugurate. It was her idea that Didi should inaugurate. She calls you Didi, you know that.
Yes.
So Monica actually was very instrumental in seeing that you. Then I want to thank Demonstrative Learning Team, all of you, Shakira, Sujata, Shivani, Sumit, all of you have got together to, and Shakira, all of you have really come together to see that this is energized. But when we were really looking for help, then this young team of a very young who startup team of My Instinct, and they are a studio and a school of design led by Shivli and Abhilash Srivastava. They offered to come and do pro bono, actually do pro bono for us, and saying, ma'am, we would like to see that your site is revived. And we start to work together. And Shivli had just earned a scholarship from Rita Pushavria Fellowship. And that's how Shivli and I got together in an office in Delhi before Omicron set in. So we are just lucky before Omicron set in, Shivli and Abhilash set in. Then they start to educate my team, Pooja and Rinki, here in our Delhi office. And we all got together to work. And I think you also got support from your Q Circle. Am I right, Q Circle?
Squarical.
You also got very good support from Querical. I want to thank them also. So I want to thank you, the DL. I want to thank My Instinct, and I want to thank also Querical that they all pulled together. That you put your heads together to upgrade the content. I know it's an ongoing journey. Website is a life. Website is a life which keeps growing. So I think as a team, we will now keep it updated. Let's understand the objective of this website. It is to present life's experiences, life's lessons, right? So once we have life's experiences, life lessons, life becomes worthwhile because it's not a selfish living. It's a living, it's a life to share and give. So this website refurbishing, India Vision Foundation, demonstrative learning, My Instinct, and Q Circle. All I can't get their name right.
Squaricle and squaricle.
Yeah,
Squaricle.
Squaricle. I've never met such a tongue twister name. So
Ji.
want to thank all of you, all the members of this team who made this possible. I look forward to hearing more from you. And I want to also pray for continuing support from Shivli and Abhilash because they volunteered support for me, and I would need some continuing support till we become self-reliant. And of course, from demonstrative learning. Carry on.
जी जी मम्मी लॉ माँ की कृपा से थारी माँ की कृपा से मैं तो यहाँ कुछ नहीं है ये मेरी मैं धारी माँ है मेरी आई is Dhari Ma's presence and Dhari Ma's kripa. We launched the website. Sumit, let's get Abhilash and Shivli on screen.
They worked very
And
hard. All these months they went on and they got recently married. And despite all their other social commitments, they continue to work on the site.
ji,
So, and it's very treasurable. So, Shivli, first of all, congratulations to both Abhilash and Shivli for your happy married life. You recently
yes,
Thank
married,
you so much.
and you were on
Thank you,
honeymoon,
ma'am.
and your honeymoon got cancelled because of Omicron.
It's okay. This is
खूब खूब
more
खुश
than
रहिए.
anything we could
Yes.
ask for.
Wish you a very very blessed married life.
Married
खूब
life, yes.
togetherness के साथ.
And many more awards to you and your mother from the Vita Prashavriya Fellowship, because that is what connected us.
Yes,
जी
definitely.
Yes.
जी. Launch करते हैं. Ma's kripa
Yes.
will flow through. Dhari Ma's kripa will flow through. Jai Dhari Ma. It's launched.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you so
Jai
much.
Dhari Ma.
Thank you, Shivli. Thank you, Abhilash. And thank you, Demonstrative Learning Team.
जी.
And thank you, India
Mama,
Vision Foundation, my own
जी.
foundation. Thank you.
With gratitude, with Harima's Kripa, we begin to show you the website. We take you through the website. आप scroll करें. Let's take our viewers through the website. बताएं थोड़ा वेबसाइट के बारे में अभिलाष आपने धीरे धीरे बताएं. Let's hold on to that page. Yes.
Yeah,
डेवलप किया आपने. बताएं जी.
so सबसे पहले तो let's talk about the color of the website, because like everywhere you will see blue and white and blue and white. So like in the initial calls, when we were talking to ma'am, it was like कि इसका color थोड़ा blue होना चाहिए, because अपने foundations के color भी उसी तरफ जाते हैं. So मैं सोचा कि चलो ठीक है, एक नया दूसरा blue लेके आते हैं इसमें. So because बाकी दोनों का blue मैंने देखा, but the thing was कि all those were a little bit on a darker side or in a more lighter side. So it's somewhere around in the middle, because obviously the connection should be there. So that's why this website, everywhere you'll see the blue color popping out uh, in this. And yeah, keep
So that's
scrolling.
जी जी. एंड खूब आपको मिला कंटेंट. आपको क्रिएटिव्स मिले
हाँ,
सपोर्ट मिली टीम से. जी जी.
हाँ,
Social
but
engineering.
very thanks to the demonstrative learning team, because we actually didn't had the content to put in the website, because anyways the website that was before, उसमें से content extract करना was too difficult, because
जी.
it
नहीं.
was very
जी.
it was in a very bad shape, and we had to do a lot of digging to
Get the
get the
content out.
content out of it. But thanks to the team that they already had the backup of the content, and they were already working on something beforehand. So we got the content, and as soon as we got the content, we just started putting it out there, and पूरा मेहनत उसका अपना रुक गया.
डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव लर्निंग, बेटा नीचे करो थोड़ा, सोशल इंजीनियरिंग पे रुकेंगे अभी, आप नीचे करो सुमित, हाँ यहीं रुको बेटा. डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव लर्निंग के जो डिजिटल पार्टनर्स हैं स्क्वेरिकल, उनकी उनकी क्रिएटिविटी एंड द कंटेंट फ्रॉम, भरपूर कंटेंट फ्रॉम टीम डीएल हैज gone into this. अब आते
Yes.
हैं, before we come to social engineering, I don't want to miss out on this part of the website. शिबली, आप बताएं the special feature of the
Yes.
website.
Yes. So one of the things, I am a psychologist by profession, and I work with mental health and disability. So one of the other thing that people will learn about Dr. Kiran Bedi is that one of her sisters was also a disability expert. So when we were talking about this website, we wanted this website to be as inclusive as possible. So, Sumit, can you click on the accessibility button, and I'll show people what we mean that this website is fully accessible for any person with any kind of disability, whether it is epilepsy or visual impairment or any kind of cognitive disabilities, ADHD, blindness, or even if you scroll down, you can see that if you probably are not
Scroll
somebody
down.
who understands English very well, so you can even take the words from the website and Google it to understand. When you look at the readability of it, you can increase the font because that will help for the older people who cannot read fine prints. There is a text magnifier. When we are talking about people with dyslexia, there is a dyslexic friendly font. If you just click on that, Sumit, I'll just show what people with dyslexia, no, the dyslexia friendly, yeah. People who have problems with reading and they find it difficult, for them, something like that is what the entire website will show. When we are
Can
talking
I talk
about,
about the font?
huh?
So
Yeah.
let's talk about the font. How, why is it changed to this particular font? So according to so when they were developing the fonts for the people who are dyslexic, I think they came up with this uh, the thin to thick transition on the font, and I think this is the best they could get to, and the dyslexia, this is the most readable font by the dyslexic people. So that's why this font is used in this website, because it's obviously the most dyslexia friendly font that can ever be.
Yeah. There is also a feature wherein if a person is visually impaired or if they are having problems in reading, they can even highlight the aspects of the website they want to hear, and the website will read the entire entire paragraph for you. Can you scroll down a bit, Sumit? You will see the font size can change, the font, the line length can, height can change. These are made for people so that the website becomes easily accessible to them, and that is the whole idea, because most of the websites think that only so-called normal people are reading and accessing this website, and we want Dr. Kiran Bedi's website to be accessible for everybody, because that's the goal of her life and her career as well. So can you just go down and just show the rest of the them?
I think that would be the USP of this new website, is that it is
Yes.
ability friendly, special ability friendly. I think that could
Yes.
be highlighted today as we speak about our website, that we have made it, if you're calling it disabled friendly. I'm
Yes.
very proud of this fact, because this was the core soul of my younger sister, Dr. Rita Pushavria, whose fellowship award you won.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm so happy that this has been added. because it's not just about myself. It's about also what how others are part of the community, which is a very high percentage in this country, also can use the website properly. So we will maintain technology and upkeep the technology upgraded in this, Shivli and Avi.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, good.
Can you, Sumit, just show the dark contrast and light contrast, something for people to also see? So this is how it will be looking like. Um, yeah, you can go back to normal. Yeah, yeah. Monochrome एक बार
Can
दिखा
you
दो.
scroll up, Sumit? Pura.
पूरा ऊपर. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you on the blindness mode,
मुझे टिश्यू दे दे.
turn the blindness mode on.
Last. हाँ ये.
Okay. So can you like select anything from the website, any text on the website? Yeah. You can see the play button appears.
So it also has a blindness mode.
Yes.
Yes.
So anybody who is trying to like someone can
Visual
actually
impairment.
read.
Visually impaired.
Yeah, the website will speak for itself.
Yeah.
So
I
if
see.
somebody wants to listen to what you are doing in terms of social engineering, what they want, if they want to know about it, they can just select it and play, and it will be it will speak to you
Yeah.
Abhi,
basically.
during the site, I know I'm speaking live because what I'm saying, I'm sure I'm asking a question on behalf of as a viewer, as a watcher, or a
Mhm.
reader of
Yes.
the site. Out in your technology or Sumit, we must check all the buttons regularly that these are all functional on a
Yes.
regular basis.
Yes.
It's like a car machine. We must make sure all these buttons work. So, can
Yes.
somebody be earmarked in your office to see that these buttons click and they work, and not that they come back to us saying, "Ma'am, it wasn't working."
No, I think these are the buttons which are there in our websites also, and our websites are disability friendly also, of instinct and shift density, and they work well. We
Okay.
on a monthly basis we do a check. So, anyways, if there is any glitch, the website only tells us that there is a
Oh, good.
glitch.
That's nice.
So
So the
that
website
is
is
how.
seeing its own self, is it? The website is
Yes.
watching its own self. Okay.
Yes, we have made the website in a manner that it can take care of itself and tell us when there is a problem.
Yeah.
Very
Okay, the
nice.
last thing I want to show is the ADHD friendly mode. Can you just show the last thing? Yeah. This is for people who have difficulty in reading. Now you show, yeah, with because they have difficulty in concentrating. This will
Mhm.
help them read in a tunneled manner. So
Right.
this will be best for people who have ADHD. So
Good.
this is
Cognitive
the
disability mode. Yeah.
yes. So this is the highlight of one of the accessibility highlight for us, and this is the basic of how the website is extremely inclusive for people with every need. You
We
can turn
must
it
go
off.
in for we must go in for a link with the National Institute for the Mentally Handicapped in Government of India. This site could be linked to their website, their site. Uh,
Yes.
so can you please request immediately a request for a linkage from NMH? Can the RPF group do this?
Yes, we can definitely talk to the government and see if we can have this as one of the
Their link.
features for all the government websites.
Yeah,
That will
or
be
the
very,
government
very good.
website, and certainly National Institute for the Mentally Handicapped, the
Yes,
NMH, and the disabled group. I think we should, as a group, or as we as a group, could apply.
yes, definitely, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. So now over to you, Saina, ma'am.
जी, थैंक यू. हर इंसान स्पेशल है, हर इंसान यूनिक है, और वी आर बीइंग सेंसिटिव. हमारा फर्ज है, धर्म है, टू बी सेंसिटिव टुवर्ड्स एवरीवन्स नीड्स. Mummy, that is what social engineering is all about. So please share your thoughts with us because you were way ahead of your times. आपको नॉर्थ टेली की पोस्टिंग मिली, नवज्योति का जन्म हुआ, आपको मैक्सेस से अवार्ड मिला, डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव नहीं, इंडिया विजन फाउंडेशन का जन्म हुआ, एंड थ्रू दैट डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव लर्निंग केम इनटू बीइंग.
बेटे हम इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियर बनते हैं, मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर बनते हैं, हम हर तरीके के इंजीनियर बनते हैं, लेकिन हम सोशल इंजीनियर जब बनने लगे तो हर व्यक्ति के पास कुछ ना कुछ समाज को देने को है, तो समाज की इंजीनियरिंग शुरू हो जाती है. इसी प्रकार जो मुझे एक औहदा मिला, when I got a good position in government of India or in the Delhi police, I used my position for social engineering while I did my crime control and crime prevention. और सोशल इंजीनियरिंग क्या, जिस चीज की समाज को जरूरत है, और उस वक्त मैंने जो देखा समाज को क्या जरूरत थी, उसको अपराध सुधार की, क्योंकि अपराध बहुत ज्यादा था, क्राइम बहुत ज्यादा था, बच्चे क्राइम में जा रहे थे, नशा में जा रहे थे, महिलाएं नशा बेच रही थी कमाने के लिए, तो मुझे अपराध सुधार में था. मेरी इंजीनियरिंग ये थी कि अब मेरे पास औहदा है, while being a serving police officer can also be a social engineer by using my the power of influence, social influence. Social influence is social engineering when you use your position for larger social good. So when you use it, and what was my social good? That is how Navjyoti India Foundation was born, when Navjyoti started schools for street children who were getting involved with major burglars. This is when Navjyoti was born. So उसके बाद आज नवज्योति 30 साल से भी ज्यादा बड़ी हो गई, इतनी बड़ी हो गई, it's become a banyan tree. और इसने हजारों बच्चों को, करे उनके बच्चे आज स्कूल के टीचर हैं आज नवज्योति. तो आज नवज्योति की वेबसाइट, आई होप वी हैव लिंक्ड देम विद नवज्योति इंडिया फाउंडेशन. सिमिलरली इंडिया विजन फाउंडेशन वाज बोर्न. ऐसे ही इंडिया विजन फाउंडेशन वाज बोर्न बिकॉज जब मैक्सेस अवार्ड मिला, वो था तिहाड़ जेल की सुधार में, कैदियों की सुधार में, और वहां सुधार कैसे हुआ, उनको पढ़ाया, सिखाया. फिर मेरे पास एक पोजीशन थी, मैं उसकी गार्ड नहीं बनी, मैं उसकी गार्डियन बन गई. ये मेरी सोशल इंजीनियरिंग थी कि मैं उसकी गार्डियन बन जाऊं, ना कि गार्ड करूं. गार्ड तो है मेरे पास, लेकिन गार्डियन कौन है? The warden, the IG prison is a guardian of thousands of prisoners whose custody he or she is responsible for. तो मैंने उनको वो क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ देने की कोशिश की जिससे वो इंसान निकल के आए, वो भी सोशल इंजीनियर बने जब वो जेल से बाहर आए. सो सोशल इंजीनियरिंग इज ऑल अबाउट अपनी अपनी काबिलियत ढूंढना और अपनी काबिलियत का सदुपयोग करना और दूसरों के काम आना. मेरी इंजीनियरिंग आपके काम आए, आपकी इंजीनियरिंग मेरे काम आए. दैट इज सोशल इंजीनियरिंग. सोशल इज नॉट आइसोलेशन इंजीनियरिंग, इट इज म्यूचुअल इंजीनियरिंग. अब जैसे मुझे आज अभिलाष और शिवली ने भी अपने कंपनी माई इंस्टिंक्ट से यही तो किया है. जब मैंने शिवली को बोला कि शिवली मेरी वेबसाइट डंड पड़ी है, ठंडी पड़ी है, क्योंकि 5 साल पौंडीचेरी में मैं ध्यान नहीं दे सकी, तो शिवली ने खुद ही वॉलंटियर किया कि मैम मैं कर सकती हूँ, मैं कर सकती हूँ. और ये स्टार्टअप है, छोटा सा ग्रुप, लेकिन मेरे लिए उन्होंने समय निकाला और मेरे लिए वेबसाइट बनाई. मैं ये इनकी सोशल इंजीनियरिंग भी है. इसको हम कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी का नाम देते हैं, लेकिन बहुत साधारण है. और सोशल इंजीनियरिंग के स्कूल सोशल वर्क से आते हैं. स्कूल्स ऑफ सोशल वर्क, बट एवरीबडी डज नॉट गो टू सोशल वर्क. और वो सोशल वर्क हम लोग फिर जॉब समझने लगते हैं. नहीं, जॉब ही नहीं है, ये सेवा है. सो समाज सेवा इज सोशल इंजीनियरिंग. तो मैं अपनी हर पोजीशन से, जो भी मुझे पोजीशन मिली, चाहे मुझे जेल के अंदर या पुलिस में या लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर पुडुचेरी में भी, हमने डट के सोशल इंजीनियरिंग की, क्योंकि भगवान आपको हर औहदा दूसरों के काम आने के लिए भी देता है. और जितना दूसरों के काम आए उतना आपका औहदा और बढ़ता है, आपकी क्षमता और बढ़ती है देने के लिए और करने के लिए. तो इसलिए मैं पूरा विश्वास करती हूँ कि स्क्वायर सर्कल ने भी मेरी जो मदद की, क्योंकि उन्होंने कंटेंट में आपकी बड़ी मदद की, मैं उनकी बड़ी आभारी हूँ. आई एम वेरी ग्रेटफुल. प्लीज कन्वे माई ग्रेटिट्यूड टू स्क्वायर सर्कल. So I got the name right?
Yes.
Okay. Squarical, demonstrative learning, and my instinct. That I want to thank you all together that you have done what was lying sleeping for the last 7 years and you recover. और उससे भी ज़्यादा I want to thank Deepak Chandwani. Deepak Chandwani is the first one many decades ago. He came to me and said, "Ma'am, can I make a website for you?" उनकी उस वक्त कंपनी थी वैल्यू वेब. So उन्होंने value web से. So I want to thank Deepak Chandwani who lives in New York. He's not listening to me, but I want to thank him behind his back because all of you have played a role in making me a social engineer. अब मैं पक्की self degree लेके social engineer हूँ बार बार. Thank you so much.
जी जी मम्मी आपका काम हम सबको दिखाता है that every position, all our gifts, all our talents, हर ओहदा सदुपयोग के लिए है. It is to give back. It is for sharing. It is for caring. It's for being sensitive to others. Every position is for that, and that is what we see through all the organizations, both the organizations and the demonstrative learning project. आइए बढ़ते हैं आगे. यात्रा जारी है. आइए बढ़े आगे. सुमित. जी अभिलाष आप बात करेंगे लेटेस्ट फ्रॉम द ब्लॉग के बारे में.
Latest from the blog is something that see when ma'am I saw that ma'am was using Blogger to update her all the blogs and articles, and I think the last post was from February, and I thought that why not let's import all the blogs to this website only, and now that every blog is here going to be here, ma'am will have the mobile app from which she can actually write the blogs from anywhere she is so ma'am, you don't have to open the laptop or open a computer and, to actually update your blog. So wherever you are, just whenever the thought flows to your mind, just write the blog and you can just post it like Twitter or any other social media that you're using. So that's something we did with this blog thing. And I think yes, that's about it.
जी जी सो इट्स मम्मी खूब लिखते हैं.
I saw that she used to write a lot, and I think the last post was from February, and I wish I thought that I think कहीं ना कहीं टाइम पे कुछ ना कुछ रहा होगा या नहीं लिख पा रहे होंगे मैम, कंप्यूटर में बैठना पड़ता होगा. So I thought that कि whenever or wherever you are, just take the mobile as जैसे आप ट्वीट करते हैं या कोई भी चीज को लिखते हैं, just put it out there. राइट बिकॉज थॉट्स का कोई टाइमिंग नहीं होता कि मेरे को अभी दिमाग में कुछ आ रहा है, लेट्स राइट इट डाउन और समथिंग. सो forget about the timing. Wherever you are, whenever you want to write, just write it from your phone only.
Abhilash, last 1 year from February, March onwards, I've written the book Fearless Governance. तो
Yes,
सारे
yes.
ब्लॉग जो मैंने पुराने लिखे थे वो fearless governance में चले गए. अब बुक लिख ली ना, तो अब नई बात का नया चैप्टर. अब तो fearless governance की बात करो. एक साल में शुक्र करो ये कोविड की वजह से हम लोग सारे क्वारंटाइन थे, तो मुझे 9 महीने का क्वारंटाइन मिल गया fearless governance लिखने का. सो सारे जो ब्लॉग्स थे पुराने वो रिसर्च करके निकाल के दे ऑलरेडी गॉन इनटू द fearless, बल्कि क्यूआर कोड में चले गए. कई ब्लॉग्स आज मेरे fearless governance के चैप्टर्स के क्यूआर कोड में है.
Okay. Ma'am, we want to also show you what you have written in the what we have in the About Me section. Sumit, can we go there?
और क्यूआर कोड में आपने बहुत मदद की मेरी, आपकी मैं बहुत ग्रेटफुल हूँ. आपने और पूजा लाल, जो पूजा मेरी टेक्नोलॉजी के ऊपर काम करती है, आपने उसको ट्रेन किया, सुमित को भी किया. तो सुमित, पूजा, रिंकी, आप दोनों ने मिलके तो क्यूआर कोड को बुक में करा. आई एम वेरी ग्रेटफुल टू यू. तो क्यूआर कोड में सारे ब्लॉग्स हैं. जहां रेलेवेंट ब्लॉग था बुक लिखने का, उस चैप्टर में है ब्लॉग.
So Sumit, can you scroll down? This is just the introduction part, and we did a timeline for her of her journey. So when you anyone who is using the mobile phone, they can just swipe it off with their thumbs, and here you can just scroll to the right.
And while we were doing this, ma'am, we have realized that we have a very long mile to go to catch up with the work that you have
You
done.
have actually worked a lot, ma'am.
Brilliant.
this part took me the most time, and I think there is still are some changes to do, that I see right now. So I'll be doing that, updating that as soon as possible. And I think this is the part which took me the most time to create. So this is a
I think it's
timeline,
the
and
most time taking for you as well.
yeah.
अविनाश, अभी और शिवली, मैं आपको ये बोलूंगी, आपके पास मेरी एक फ्रेंड है शिवानी अरोड़ा, टीम ऑफ द डीएल, वो
Yes.
मेरी केपीडिया है। आई कॉल हर केपीडिया, विकिपीडिया। उसके पास सब कुछ मेरा रिकॉर्ड है, ब्लॉग्स का रिकॉर्ड, ग्राफिक्स का रिकॉर्ड, ट्विटर का रिकॉर्ड, क्योंकि उसने खुद बुक लिखी है, वे काइंडनेस स्पोक। पता नहीं इस वेबसाइट में काइंडनेस स्पोक आया कि नहीं, प्लीज पुट दैट हर बुक, काइंडनेस स्पोक, वो इस पे आनी चाहिए। शी इज योर विकिपीडिया। You, if ever you want an update about me, she is a very rare friend जो आपका रिकॉर्ड रख रहा है। आपको खुद पता नहीं आपने क्या किया, लेकिन उसके पास सब कुछ है। So you can connect with Shivani Arora of our demonstrative learning team. I don't call her Wikipedia, I call it Kpedia.
She actually, ma'am, she was the person who gave us all
Yeah.
the information on this postings and the content for it. So
Yes,
we do understand that she has a very in-depth knowledge of everything that you have done.
yes,
And this journey, the timeline is to show the years and years of dedicated service for that you have done for us and for the country. It's brilliant to see that.
Also, as soon as you can click on read more in any of this,
Yeah.
that's right,
Once a
correct,
person clicks on the read more, they can read more
yeah.
about that particular posting of yours.
So
right,
it will actually do a pop-up, and it will show the in detail, in depth, what that posting is was all about.
wonderful,
Yeah,
wonderful.
you can close that.
Okay, let's go to the family bit and invite Saina ma'am to.
Yeah, I think you can be the best person to explain the family
Yes.
part of the website.
धीरे धीरे आगे बढ़ते फैमिली में मम्मी आप बात करें, पापा और बड़े मामा के बारे में आप बात करें।
No, thank you so much. I'm so happy to see my father-in-law mentioned and my mother-in-law mentioned.
थोड़ा ऊपर आएंगे,
थोड़ा ऊंचा करेंगे तो my mother-in-law and my father-in-law, I'm so happy. Daddy,
ऊपर
mummy are always there with me, but I'm so happy to see them mentioned
सुमित
because they
ऊपर करें
truly
प्लीज,
bless.
नीचे नीचे करें।
Huh. I'm so happy to see them. Oh, lovely. I'm so happy to see them. You know why? My mother-in-law loved me so much. In fact, she suffered a very severe heart stroke many years ago. Can you believe it? And I was in Delhi. And she waited for me to breathe her last. When I met her, she was such a saintly woman. And when I met her, तो मुझे बीजी बोलते हैं, बेटा तू आ गई, मैं तेरी वेट कर रही थी. She was waiting to go, but she waited for me. That means she had control over her own time of departure. She was a very, and ये जो मैंने पहने हैं ना ये इयररिंग्स, ये इन्हीं की है गिफ्ट। ये मैंने आज तक नहीं उतारी, ये मम्मी, ये बीजी की ब्लेसिंग्स हैं ये। और ये मेरे से गलती है, एक बारी गुम हो गया, वो वापस आ गया, ढूंढ लिया। ये मेरी इतनी ब्लेसिंग है, ये मेरी मदर इन लॉ की ब्लेसिंग है। So I'm so happy that you got both of them also in the picture. I'm so happy. They were very noble family, very
Saina
noble
ma'am,
soul.
you're on mute. You have to unmute.
हाँ सुमित, अबू अबू पे आए, मम्मी अबू।
Abu is the man behind who never came in my way. He made sure I keep growing in my profession, and he supported me. He was a bigger social engineer than I was. वो अपनी सारी कमाई दूसरों को पढ़ाने में बिताते थे. That's why I'm so happy that Guchu Saina has started Bridge Bedi mentorship program. He was a very big giver. He loved education and sports. He and I were tennis friends. I think you should have some other picture of me and he playing tennis. We'll replace the picture by he and I playing tennis.
I think my father loves you the most. I don't think
No, no, I
anybody
think
can
you
love
should
you.
have the picture of he and I playing tennis together.
जी,
And वो मेरे से हारने में से खुश बहुत होते थे जब मेरे से मैं उसको हराती थी.
I'm sure we would want to look at that picture and put it there.
Yeah,
Yes.
I will send you other pictures of his tennis playing days.
Yes.
जी
But he
जी
was a social engineer. He was educating hundreds of school children, play tennis में पढ़ाना, school पढ़ाना, scholarships देना. So I'm so glad Saina has started the Bridge Bedi mentorship program in his name under demonstrative learning.
जी मामी, a very noble man, a man who loves you the most.
He
आइए
was very
सुमित.
proud of. उसको
Yes.
को पता था ये जो करेगी बिल्कुल, इतना विश्वास था कि जो करेगी ठीक करेगी. That's it.
जी 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 पढ़े आगे.
And now the daughter,
ऊपर
who is a
करें.
devotee of Madhari. That's the whole family here, all of us together. Super. And that's Abu with the grandchild.
Yes. Abu is
Very nice.
holding Meher. That's the complete family picture. That
Hmm.
completes the family.
Hmm.
That completes the
Very
family.
nice. Very
जी.
nice.
मैं हरीमा. जी.
And I think that's a picture when you visited me in Pondicherry.
नहीं मामी, ये घर की पिक्चर है, उदय पार्क की पिक्चर है. जस्ट ये
अच्छा,
पौंडीचेरी
ये
पहली,
उधर पास.
ये
Right.
पहली पौंडीचेरी की पिक्चर है.
हाँ, lovely.
ये पौंडीचेरी की पिक्चर है.
Good to
2018 की
very
पिक्चर.
bright, very brilliant child. Very bright child.
मेरू मेरू मेहर.
Meher.
Yes.
Meher.
Yes. Meher Dharia Rusfe Barucha. That's her name. That's her name. She's a very bright child. Yes. And that's Abu holding her. जी. माँ bless the family. जी. आगे बढ़ते हैं सुमित.
These are
मामी.
we four of us, the four of us. Shashi is in Montreal. I am in India. My younger sister, जिसकी याद में हम को शिवली को scholarship मिली, and then Anu is the youngest. She's a immigrant lawyer, very well established immigrant lawyer in America. So एक American citizen, एक Canadian citizen, एक British citizen और एक Indian citizen. हम चारों corners of the world में थे. ये मेरे पापा की विश थी कि मैं चारों कॉर्नर्स में भेजूंगा, लेकिन बाद में बहुत पछताए कि मैंने चारों को चार कॉर्नर्स में भेज दिया, मेरे पास अब एक ही रह गई.
जी. आगे बढ़े सुमित. आगे बढ़ते हैं. जी. बुक्स पे आते हैं.
I think
हाँ अभिलाष, हम बोल रहे हैं कुछ.
yeah. So no, you continue. I
जी
was
जी.
telling that.
बुक्स पे आते हैं. दिखाइए बुक्स.
इसमें बुक सेल के लिए अगर किसी ने एक बुक खरीदनी है तो बुक पब्लिशर के पास जाएगा, क्लिक, हाँ, बाय नाउ में जाएगा. आर यू क्लिकिंग लिंकिंग देम विद द पब्लिशर?
Yes. Every book is
Amazon,
linked.
Flipkart, they
Yes,
can
ma'am.
pay and register directly, right?
Yeah, that's why I already I linked it to the demonstrative learning only.
Very nice.
ये सब
Very nice.
किताबें हैं. ये सब किताबें हैं जो बहुत अनुभव और कर्तव्य पालन से लिखी गई हैं. हर पेज में पूर्ण कर्तव्य पालन है. ये वो किताबें हैं. और देखिए, ये पूरी जीवन की यात्रा है इन पन्नों में.
और हमारी जो नई बुक है ना,
आ रही है. जी
Fearless
आ रही.
Governance, सभी लैंग्वेजेस में आएगी. फतेह बहुत ब्यूटीफुल बुक है. ये तिहार हमारी इंडिया विजन फाउंडेशन की बच्चों की लिखी, हाथ से लिखी हुई है. दिस इज अ वेरी, ये बहुत ही सुंदर बुक है. इसके पन्ने खुलने चाहिए किसी तरीके से. और ये प्रिजनर्स के बच्चों ने ही अपने हाथ से हैंड राइटिंग से लिखी है.
अरे वाह.
ब्यूटीफुल बुक. हमने, क्योंकि जब प्रिजनर्स के बच्चों ने करना तो हमने सोचा टाइप करेंगे तो कोई विश्वास नहीं करेगा ये क्या लिखा है, तो उन बच्चों को बोला गया था अपने हैंड राइटिंग से लिखो. तो बच्चों की हैंड राइटिंग की ये बुक है. ये तो फिट फॉर डॉक्यूमेंट्री. इसका नाम उन्होंने ही रखा था, फतेह. ये प्रिजनर्स के बच्चों को जो इंडिया विजन फाउंडेशन पढ़ाती है, ये उनकी किताब.
That's brilliant. You can go back.
जी. अब आइए. जी. Should we come to our
Contact me वाला एक बार दिखा के फिर So one of the things which ma'am was very particular about was the fact कि जो भी मैम से बात करना चाहता है वो मैम को कांटेक्ट कर सकता है। एंड फॉर एनीबडी हु इज वाचिंग दिस, अगर आपको मैम से कोई भी डायरेक्टली उनको मेल करना है, कोई भी चीज़ों के बारे में डिस्कस करना है, यू कैन ऑलवेज use that. And one thing I can say, being with Dr. Kiran Bedi over these like weeks of working with her, is she's very good with her emails. वो सारे emails पढ़ती हैं, वो सारे emails का जवाब देती हैं, and she's thorough with it. So if you want to ever reach out to her, you can always do that. She is the most accessible person there is, एंड उनको टेक्नोलॉजी हम सबसे ज्यादा आती है।
अभी तो मैं भी स्टूडेंट हूँ, मुझे सीखना और
डन, विल टीच यू मोर मैम।
मेरी टीम
ऑल्सो बहुत ज्यादा सीरियस जा रही थी वेबसाइट, तो थोड़ा सा फन भी इसमें कर दिया मैंने, because it was going too serious for that matter. I think when you hover on that,
it will bounce and jump for you.
Can you hover on that, Sumit?
Good.
The envelope. Yeah. Yeah.
This is the youth in you, Abhilash.
Yeah, it was going too serious for me, so I just had to do something.
And it's too youth. It's the youth in you too, ma'am. So
thank you so much. Wonderful. तो मेरी नई बुक कहाँ है? नई बुक.
Now we are coming
a special section for you.
Yes. Now we are coming.
Running into the time. 1:15 बजे you have to invite Aditi. So I was just wondering.
We are doing that, Mummy. We are coming exactly to that section after this.
Okay.
आते हैं हम अपनी नई किताब पे, मम्मी की नई किताब फियरलेस गवर्नेंस पे. एक और नाम है इस किताब का, सेल्फलेस गवर्नेंस. देखते हैं फियरलेस गवर्नेंस एंड सेल्फलेस गवर्नेंस का बुक कवर.
Wow, this is nice.
जयधारी माँ मम्मी, जयधारी माँ.
This is a very precious book, and it's being released by nobody other than Indira Nooyi herself and Professor Devashish Chatterjee. They are the two legends in leadership and management and governance. और 22 तारीख को 4 बजे जब ये दोनों बोलेंगे आनंद आएगा. तो इंदिरा नूई बोलेंगी 4:30 बजे और प्रोफेसर देवशीष चैटर्जी 5:30 बजे. तो ये किसी को नहीं मिस करना चाहिए, क्योंकि इंदिरा नूई और डॉक्टर देवशीष चैटर्जी आर वेरी हाई इंस्पिरेशन इन लीडरशिप एंड मैनेजमेंट. एक तो टीचर प्रोफेसर और एक वर्ल्ड की सेकंड लार्जेस्ट प्राइवेट कंपनी की सीईओ प्रेसिडेंट रह चुकी, एंड शी इज अ वेरी ग्रेट सक्सेस इन हर प्रोफेशन एंड पर्सनल लाइफ.
डेफिनेटली
वी शुड ऑल हियर हर. हमको जरूर सुनना है. हमारी वेबसाइट से उस दिन वो उनका लाइव जाना चाहिए इफ वी कैन. हाँ, वी शुड अनाउंस लिसन टू हर वर्ल्ड वाइड जाना, क्योंकि कई सोशल मीडिया हैंडल्स में नहीं है लेकिन वेबसाइट में है. वी शुड अनाउंस दैट 22 की जो रिलीज है उनको शिवली जरूर सुनने के लिए अनाउंसमेंट होनी चाहिए साइट से.
डेफिनेटली
मैम.
बहुत अच्छा.
अभी हम सुनते हैं आपने क्या कहा अपनी बुक के बारे में, और फिर हम हमारी एडिटर, हमारी फियरलेस गवर्नेंस, सेल्फलेस गवर्नेंस किताब के प्यारी सी एडिटर अदिति को इनवाइट करेंगे.
Very nice. She's the nicest person you can work with. This book is a 5-year-old, very hard work book. 5 years, every single day has gone into making of this book. When I went as Lieutenant Governor Puducherry, I started to search what is right. What is right with the systems? It was dirty. We had to clean it up. It was into drought. We had to find the water and water harvest. It was land grabbing, and we had to save it from organized crime. Old people's houses were being grabbed because they were away. Grab their land. Broken down systems. Financial wastage. disjointed departments not working together, not knowing each other even, no WhatsApp, no use of technology. So this book tells you all that I saw, and then what did we do with it, and how we changed it, how we turned it around. So this is Fearless. It is called Fearless because despite odds and opposition, because there were lots of vested interests which were very keen. The medical seats, there was a mafia on medical college seats. There was mafia on everything. Read this. Chapter by chapter, it will tell you how we demolished the mafia. Now comes the editor who knows better than I do.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And ma'am, today I have the permission to speak unedited.
आज वो
and
महीना मुझे याद रखना.
no, because you told me that I can speak unedited. I don't have to cut short. I don't have to rephrase. So this is me, right? because I dare. Because I do
Okay.
dare.
Love.
And I want to tell you all that working with ma'am, everybody knows the Kiran Bedi the way she is, but I have known her up close and personal. She's uncomplicated, she's unaffected, and balanced, calm, poised, fun loving. Fun loving is something I don't know many have seen that, but we've enjoyed book writing, book editing. Everything was so much fun. I am part of the book team, which is an all women brigade led by such an able leader, who actually knows the way, shows the way, and goes the way. So it has been like that. And there has been so much clarity and lucidity in the book. She was very clear. She said the tone of the book has to be reader friendly. And for a person like me who is not from political science background, I'm just a common man. I'm just another common man. So she really simplified it. And the beauty of the book has been that I got to learn all about governance, good governance, fearless governance, a governance that is transparent, a governance that's responsible, responsive, accountable, governance that strictly adheres to the rule of the law, is fair, effective, and most of all, the most important thing is that this governance was accessible. And the common man could just walk into the open house, send a mail or a WhatsApp text to ma'am directly. I mean, look at the beauty of this. Being a common man myself, I don't know who to approach if I have some kind of a problem. But here it was, and ma'am coined the word prosperous Puducherry. There was a team Puducherry, there was Rajnivas team. All of this was a marvel and a model of technology, of Gat Shakti. And Shivli, you rightly said, ma'am knows technology the most. And it's really, really very cute and funny. Whenever she would find any new gizmo or something out, she would say, order karo, ye chahiye mujhe. Like that. So I've really, really enjoyed and learned so much about fearless governance. And just a small little message to all the women out there, because we were an all women brigade. It is that, you know, um, we all have a fearless Kiran Bedi inside us. Each one of us has it. I'm just addressing the women here, including me. But that Kiran Bedi, the fearless Kiran Bedi, is lying unnoticed, unheard, and dormant. And it is time that we also just awaken that Kiran Bedi inside of us, within us. So
Yes,
that's it.
that's a nice
And
goal.
yeah, and each chapter of the book, when you go through it, when the readers read it, it's going to reveal the underbelly of the prevailing vested interests of the smally ghosters. I can rightly use this word here, and the mafias. When she took over the responsibility as the 24th lieutenant governor of Puducherry, those in power with skewed moral compass, they cried foul, found ways to obstruct her work. in every chapter and on every page. She marches ahead, she marches forward, and against all odds, despite all odds. And we have the chapter and the section as it is. The chapter wise, there you'll find a slumming start, an abrupt turn, three worded sentences, bringing an action to a close. That's the beauty of Ma'am's, the way she talks, we try to retain the same. And a very interesting read would be that chapter when she's non-sparing. She went after the liquor mafia during the COVID days, okay, getting the liquor licenses cancelled as never before. And I could go on, but on a lighter note, working with Ma'am has been such a fun filled experience. One with unlimited laughter breaks, unlimited in between serious book writing and editing. And I think, laughter is so much good for, it does so much good for the immunity. So I think, Ma'am, you have COVID protected us also with all these so so it was just amazing, you
I
know.
think we were mutually COVID protecting each other.
Yes. You remember the first time I came to and I started reading the manuscript, and I should have been very awestruck that I'm working with Ma'am, but I kept laughing. There are these lovely moments in the book that make you laugh. I mean, there is a serious undertone to it, but I truly enjoyed it. It was lovely, lovely working with you, seriously. And especially, the one liners, the punchline, sorry, at the end of every chapter, whenever Ma'am, we read it out and we edited it, we made it crisper, shorter, she would speak up a couple of lines which we retained. For example, she says, rule of the law ultimately prevails. So we just wrote it like that. And the office of lieutenant governor became a fearless voice. So we retained it. We used it as a catchphrase, as a punchline. And there is another line which she has repeated time and again, which we put in the book, and that got repeated many a time. So when we gave it to the final read, we realized that no, we can cut it, because Ma'am was so keen to delete, make it crisper. So that line I can never forget. She said, I never accepted inequality, injustice, and servitude. I created resources and found solutions. I love this. This is you. It defines you.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Aditi, for your very kind, blessed words.
Beautiful.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
it shows your love for mommy.
Of
They show
course,
your love
of
for
course,
mommy.
I
Yes,
adore her. And there have
yes.
been times when we would drop the laptop or the book or the manuscript, and I would just do jappi pappi. That was the time when you remember.
Mommy, lovely. A few words from you for Aditi, for the team of gratitude.
Yes,
Of,
Bete. For Aditi, I have to thank Mrs. Chona because Mrs. Chona is the former principal of the DPS RK Puram, also good old friend of mine. Actually, I called up Mrs. Chona. I need somebody to work with me on English because I was getting stuck on rephrasing, and Mrs. Chona sent Aditi to me. So I want to thank also Mrs. Chona, the former principal of DPS RK Puram.
Ji, Ji.
So Aditi came through her, and what Mrs. Chona said, if you will get Aditi. And you know, moment I called her, शिवली जैसे तुमने मुझे तुरंत रिस्पॉन्ड किया, ऐसे ही अदिति घर आ गई. एक फोन से शाम को she was home. Like you all
Ma'am,
started work.
who wouldn't come to you? Getting a call from,
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Kiran Bedi. I'm Kiran Bedi speaking. So I would have probably thought it's a crank call, you know.
Same,
But then
same,
same.
I would
same
have run,
happened with process.
So, and you
and
know
I'm
the
not.
best part, the way Aditi did, she used to read the chapter, read the lines to me, saying, "Ma'am, explain it to me as a common person."
Yes.
So she has read the book as a commoner and say, now you please explain it to me and clarify it as a commoner. I'm reading it as an outsider. And then I would clarify, and then we would choose the words accordingly. So that's the way she has edited the book from a common man's point of view. So let me begin by once again thanking Squaricle most, and
Yes.
then our inside team. my instinct team, my
Okay.
instinct team, my instinct, the Squircle, the demonstrative learning, the India Vision Foundation, and my own team of Pooja and Rinki, on all of you. Sumit is, you're all team of, so Sumit is part of the whole team. So Sumit is behind again and again. Want to thank you all for organizing this demonstrative learning. Thank you.
Ji, ji. Any more words? Shivli, anything you would like to say? Abhilash, you would like to
Um,
say before we conclude?
yes, I would like to thank our family members who have supported us, um, because during the time when we were getting married, this was the, like, we were also doing the website at the same time. So I would like to thank my family first, because they tolerated us not being in our wedding, but also sitting and doing the work. I would like to thank my team, Instinct. Could I just say the names of the people who are behind this?
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Please do that. Do that.
So
Please do.
we have Saurav, Bhargavi, Naveen, Shraddha, Sanjushri, Akshata, um, Yogesh, Abhishek, Simran,
So
people
many
who
people.
have worked
So many.
behind with us, and who have tirelessly worked through the process with us. When we were gone, they were still working, and when we came back, they are still working. Even now, they are watching the thing with us. So I think it's the, like you are saying, ma'am. I am also very privileged. We are very privileged to have a beautiful team supporting us, and there's quite a lot of unity over there, which helps a startup like us to survive a pandemic. Because otherwise, I'm sure we both would have not been here where we are. So with a lot of confidence, we can say that we can do it, because we know that our team is there. Also, Raman, sorry, I forgot the name. Yes, Abhilash, do you want to say something?
Yeah, actually, when Shivli told me that that day when she went to for the award, and suddenly the call came, and we were talking. So suddenly everything came back to me, like mummy na maybe बहुत time से ही she used to talk about ma'am ki अरे यार look she used to look up to you a lot,
A
and we
lot.
a lot like
There's pictures of you
yeah.
in the house.
सो द थिंग वाज कि अब मैं तो सुनते सुनते बड़ा हुआ ना, मैं तो बचपन से ही सुन रहा था कि क्योंकि मेरे को पता नहीं था कि क्या होता है ये सारी चीजें। एंड आई थिंक मम्मी को भी उतना ज्यादा पता नहीं था उस टाइम पे कि अरे यार इसके लिए पढ़ना पड़ता है क्या। तो because it's a very small town, and they just used to look at you on the television, and they just used to be like कि अरे यार अब हमको ऐसा बनना है करके। एंड इट्स लाइक कि मतलब ये नहीं पता होता ना कि वो बनने के लिए क्या प्रोसेस होता है। ठीक है, क्योंकि छोटी जगहों में काफी जगह पता नहीं चलता
This
है
is
कि
at
अच्छा हाँ।
Ambikapur, Chhattisgarh.
हाँ, एंड शी वाज इन भिलाई, एंड सो द थिंग इज कि वो पता हो जाता ना कि अरे अच्छा इसके लिए पढ़ाई करनी होती है, तो हो सकता है मतलब वो
कर
उस हिसाब
लेते
से पढ़ाई करते हैं। हालांकि ठीक है, दे स्टडीड अ लॉट, एंड नाउ शी इज अ टीचर। तो ठीक है, मम्मी के पढ़ाए लोग बने। सो मतलब बचपन से ही सुनते आ रहे थे, एंड अचानक व्हेन दैट वर्क केम नो, देन लाइक माय माइंड वाज लाइक कि अरे यार आई यूज्ड टू लुक अप टू हर अ लॉट because of my mother, and now I have to create something that everybody is going to see.
Yeah,
ठीक है, like it's going to be public, like सब उसको देखेंगे जो मैं बनाया हूँ। तो it was a मतलब प्रेशर लेकिन कभी आया नहीं।
yeah,
सो मेरे को लग रहा था कि स्टार्टिंग में बहुत ज्यादा प्रेशर हो जाएगा, ऐसा होगा वैसा होगा, बट इट पूरा क्रिएटिव लिबर्टी जब मेरे को मिलता है ना, तो मैं फिर कर देता हूँ। सो आई थिंक बिकॉज मेरा डर ही वही था कि क्रिएटिव लिबर्टी मिलनी चाहिए, नहीं मिलती है ना तो फिर वो काम नहीं हो पाता है। एंड आई गॉट एवरी क्रिएटिव लिबर्टी दैट आई कुड गेट।
yeah.
So she was
And
like,
all
do anything
goes to you.
that you want. So
Definitely,
that
all
was
goes
one
to
thing.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for letting us do the website, and also for letting us into your team and meeting Saina ma'am and Aditi ma'am. It's definitely wonderful We started the startup a couple of years back and suffered very thoroughly because of the pandemic, and we could not have imagined being in the same platform as you all. But your humility, ma'am, is definitely making us feel that okay, something is right, and we will go through this and we will get through it, and we'll also prosper. So from survival to now, prosper is the next goal for us.
जी.
Excellent, excellent.
Thank you, Aditi. Thank you, Abhilash.
Thank you so much.
Shivji, immense gratitude. जाते जाते आप सबसे एक बात शेयर करूंगी. वेबसाइट देखिए. इस इवेंट के बाद द वेबसाइट इज गोइंग टू बी, ये लॉन्च्ड है, माँ की कृपा से लॉन्च्ड है. अब आप देख सकते हैं. अनुभव कीजिए, एक एक पोस्टिंग को अनुभव कीजिए. जब आप बटन क्लिक करते हैं और आप उनकी पोस्टिंग्स देखते हैं, सोचिए कैसा रहा होगा वो कर्तव्य पालन. जो बच्चे जो यंगस्टर्स एस्पायर करते हैं और कहते हैं कि हमें डॉक्टर किरण बेदी जैसा बनना है, जो यूथ सर्विसेज को ज्वाइन करना चाहते हैं, उनको मैं ये बात कहूँगी कि आपको फिर त्याग देना पड़ेगा. आपको निस्वार्थ भाव से काम करना पड़ेगा. You will have to join the services for the right reasons. Then you will witness such days. Then you will witness such days. क्योंकि इन पन्नों में, इन फाइल्स में, इन PDF फाइल्स में, ये स्क्रोल्स में उनकी जीवन की कथा है, उनके त्याग की कथा है, उनके 24 घंटों के त्याग की कथा है. तो उस भाव से देखिए, खूब आगे बढ़िए, खूब आगे बढ़िए. हम अब आपको मिलेंगे आज शाम को फिर से हमारी बुक रीडिंग के साथ, और फिर मिलेंगे हमारी फियरलेस गवर्नेंस के ऑफिशियल लॉन्च पे. आई थैंक नवज्योति इंडिया फाउंडेशन, India Vision Foundation, the most loving team of demonstrative learning, Squarical, My Instinct. पर धारी माँ की कृपा के बगैर ये दिन मुमकिन नहीं था. ये दिन मुमकिन आया है. मम्मी को स्वास्थ्य मिला है, मम्मी को शक्ति मिली है टू कंटिन्यू वर्किंग. वो सुरक्षित हैं, वो स्वस्थ हैं. इससे बड़ी बात और कोई नहीं है हमारे लिए. So her journey is of grace and grit. Her journey is completely of grace and grit. मिलेंगे जल्दी आपको. प्रणाम. Thank you. जय
Thank you.
धारी.
Thank you, Shivni. Thank you, Abhilash. Thank you,
Thank
Aditi.
you. Thank you,
Saina.
ma'am. Love you. Bye bye. Thank you,
Lots
Saina.
of love to all of your team members behind the scene. Thank you.
जी,
Yes.
जी.
Thank you.